Hey everyone, and welcome back to Logic and Tristan Gaming. Today's episode, I'm actually going to go over a Golem deck I found online. I've been trying to do Golem decks with no success lately, so I kind of went to ClashRoyalepedia.com and found this deck. Um, which Clash with Ash actually goes over. It looks like it was kind of first built by a player named Crap. So the main point of this deck is to get your Golem push, drop him in the back next to your King Tower. Then as he goes up, you need to drop your Night Witch behind him, and then ideally the other witch behind them to kind of do a huge push down one lane. The Bandit is used for kind of defense. The Bandit and Fire Spirits are really good together. The Tornado is good for activating your King Tower or clumping the enemy troops together as the Golem makes his way towards the enemy tower. When he breaks, the splash damage will hit everybody, plus the Witch does splash damage as well. And then your Inferno Dragon is really going to be the one that takes down counter tank pushes. You talk a little bit about sending in the Golem and then pushing with the Inferno Dragon behind the Golem, which is actually an interesting strategy. So, without further ado, let's get into some replays here. And watch this guy. It's kind of tricky because you have to get the cycle down somewhat right, but all these cards are actually pretty good counters to like to different players or different cards, excuse me. All right, so this guy has a Pika deck, and we're going to go ahead and drop the Inferno Dragon down to eventually get him. All right, I wanted to make sure that Pika gets killed, so that's why I tornadoed the wizard away from killing the Inferno Dragon. All right, so if you look at my deck now, I have the beginnings of a push, so I just go ahead and drop it way back there, and then he immediately does a rage counter push on the opposite lane. I drop my witch to kind of hopefully take care of all of that, which she does. It still leaves me time to drop the Night Witch behind the Golem. Now that Night Witch is just going to go to town on that tower. I tried to get a bandit in there, hopefully with the hopes of the witch staying alive, but that did not work, as you can see. All right, now I'm thinking at this point in the battle, he's got the Leap Barb Rage, which I've seen, so I'm kind of trying to figure out how to counter that before he drops it. So I go ahead and do my Inferno Dragon, and then I get my Golem to basically stop all of that. All right, now I'm thinking I need to get to the other side and just try and take down as much as I can because we're almost into overtime. So that Inferno Dragon taking out the Pika once again. And then I drop the Golem right in front, so both King Tower and the Crown Tower target it and leave everything else alone. And then the Bandit and Poison are just going to wrap up that tower. And that is game over. All right, go ahead and show you this second one. All right, so I go ahead and just start with the Golem, just to kind of get that going. He drops goblins over there, which is, I don't know why he did that. I guess just to get rid of them. So he kind of has a tanky knight, so I'm going to go ahead and do the Inferno Dragon to counter that. And then with all those guys in the same area, I go ahead, get them all back in the middle of that poison. And as you can see, when the Golem explodes, it kind of took out a bunch of that. Bunch of all those guys. Again, with the goblins, I don't know. Here's a good example. I used the Bandit Fire Spirit combo to see if I could just get to that tower. This is interesting. He plays a graveyard, and I think honestly the witch is probably the best counter to the graveyard there is, just because she can survive long enough within a graveyard poison, within the poison, to just take everybody out, take all the graveyards skeletons out. Whereas if you use like bats or minions, the poison usually fries them pretty quick. Alright, so get the second push going. He does have a couple tanky troops, so I go ahead and just drop the Inferno Dragon. Alright, get the poison in there with everything. Tornado, get everything down. Inferno Dragon finishes up the tower, and we're one ahead with 35 seconds left. Alright, just keep using the witch on the graveyard poison. And this one's pretty much wrapped up. And there you have it. A couple videos on that Golem double witch deck. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Feel free to leave any comments below, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks, bye.